Hey everybody, Jeremy Senpai here. Thank you so very much for clicking on my video. I do so hope that you like what you have to hear. If you like what you hear, then please feel free to hit like, subscribe, and all that good stuff. Also, if you have any commission ideas that you want to hear from me, you can always send me a message over on my Instagram, completely free. Now, let's get into the audio. And as usual, remember always, keep calm and put your headphones on. Now, let's get on to it. Just a quick warning before we get started. Basically, I have to play both the antagonist and the supporter character in this audio. So I have to start off being a bit mean, but later I get to play the supporting character that you, the listener, eventually fall for, at least in a later part of the story down the road. So, if everything is cleared up, let's get started. Also, if you need any context, just read the description instead of me explaining everything again. Okay, now for real, let's get started. Oh, it's you. So, I see you decide to log on yet again. Hmm. Oh, so you want to go on a date, do you? Yes, I'm sure that you already have a wonderful adventure planned for us here on the game. But here's the thing. I'd like for you to meet my real partner. They are so much more wonderful than you are. And plus, I hear that they're a model and they're super rich. And what are you? You're a student and you're a shut-in. You're probably not even worth anything. And plus, your avatar is so pathetic, just like you are. Do you have any idea how embarrassed I was whenever you told somebody I was your boyfriend? But no, I was only with you because I had to be. But that time is over, and I've met my true love right here, and we're going out together. So thank you for all the fun. Oh, and thank you for all the wonderful gifts that you bought for me. But no, I won't be returning them. After all, you're probably not worth much anyway. Oh, and do me one more favor. The guys at our guild, they have no idea about any of this. So if you could do me a solid and, never show up at the guild again, that'd be great. See, looks like you're worth something after all. Now, never speak to me again, you scum. I mean, you're a shut-in loser. It's not like anybody could ever love you. And the internet is just full of creeps and losers just like you. You're not worth anything compared to somebody like me. So, do me a favor, never log on this game again, never speak to me again. After all, my new partner is super rich, and I'm sure that we can sue you for the 2 cents you're worth anyway. Bye. Miss, I'm coming in. It's nearly lunchtime, and I know how you are when you go too far during one of your gaming binges with your online friends. Hmm? Miss? Is something wrong? Did you die in the game again, or did somebody try to steal your items? What? Yes, I'm familiar with that person that you said that you were in an online relationship with. You told me that you were dating one of the people at your guild in your online game. Honestly, I never really see how a relationship can last if you've never met the person face to face. What? He said all of that about you. About you? Miss, you need to snap out of it. Obviously, he wasn't worth it. You'll get through this. Whether you know it or not, you already have everything you need to get past any of this. The first step is to learn how to love yourself. And if he was that callous and that shallow towards you, then obviously he wasn't worth anything anyway. I've I've seen it firsthand. I know how hard it's been for you. My family has always worked for your family. We have known each other since childhood. We have attended school together. And I remember how hard things were for you in school. There were always people who cozied up to you for your appearance or for your family's money and power. And there were people who even lashed out at you because they were jealous of you. Because of that, you dropped out and you finished your schooling online. And since then, you've become a shut-in while attending college. But ironically, while you've been a shut-in, you started up your own business under your family's name. A business that is doing quite well for itself. And even though you don't leave your room, or this house overall, you still do incredibly well for yourself. Your company is worth millions. And I have to say, I couldn't be more proud of you because you've turned pain into passion and driving force. And I know that this time will be no different. You make me incredibly proud. You make me proud to be your personal servant. I know, I know. We've known each other our whole lives. I remember when my parents first took me to the mansion. I was so scared I was hiding behind them. I didn't know how to feel, even though they told me that we were treated well and that you and your family wouldn't look down on us at all or be rude to us. But then you came down. You took me by the hand and asked if I wanted to play with you. Since then, we've always been together. You are the most important person in the world to me. We've attended school together, and I remember when you were ready to move out, when your business took off and you had money to burn, and when you bought this house and were ready to live on your own. You turned to your parents when they asked you what you were going to take with you. And the first thing you did, you took my hand yet again, like you did all those years before, and you said that I was coming with you. Our parents' smiles, both yours and mine, they basically told us that they had no problems with that whatsoever. That was one of the happiest moments of my life. The fact that you wanted me to come with you. Yes, yes. I do take care of you, of course. I make sure you wake up at a reasonable hour. I cook your meals for you. And I make sure that you get away from your computer at a reasonable time and remind you when it's time for work hours. Even if you don't go in person, I remind you when things are needed to be done. Yes, yes. That was one of the conditions that your father gave to me. His condition was, and I quote, "You make sure that they don't get away with too much. You make sure to reel them into reality whenever they start to differ or drift away." And considering that you haven't fired me for my insolence, as you call it, Obviously, you value me as well. Don't you? Don't you, miss? Exactly. Now, eat up, will you? Lunch is gonna get cold. Eating is living, as they say. So you'll feel better once you eat something. Plus, I know that you hardly touched breakfast. You were just so eager to log on to your game, weren't you? And if I be so bold, miss, despite what he said, I don't think that you should stop playing the game altogether. If it truly gives you that much joy, then by all means, I believe that you should enjoy it, but in moderation. And if you encounter that person, then pardon my insolence, pardon my vulgar language that's unbecoming of a servant, but I believe the phrase "fuck them" comes to mind. Oh, so that got you laughing, didn't it? I suppose I'm doing my job quite well, aren't I? Yes. Now hurry up, will you? What was that? Why, yes. Of course I feel the same way. There's always things that I do in order to feel better about myself whenever things feel difficult. For me, it's, well, whenever I commit myself to my training, or whenever I discover a wonderful new recipe that I'm sure you will enjoy. Those are the things I commit myself to. The fact that I can be in top gear, best of the best possible, so I can serve you. And also so I can make sure that there's a wonderful new recipe for you to enjoy. And don't worry, I make sure that there's plenty for me to enjoy as well. Those are the things that get me through my day. Knowing that I have outlets to make me feel better. Now, no more stalling. Hurry up and eat. Then I need you to log on to the company website, and I already have some printouts of some documents that need your signature. Also, don't forget about that 2:30 meeting, and I know you haven't gone over the case report yet. Very good. I will bring you the documents when I come back for your dishes. Hmm? You have something to say to me? What is it? Why, why, thank you. I appreciate you as well. Now, I will go ahead and prepare those documents, and I want that plate empty by the time I come back. They really are incredible. They really are. I can't think of anyone I would rather devote myself to. Sometimes I really do wish that things were different, but I am their servant. They are my master. But I can say one thing for certain. My heart will never belong to anyone else like it belongs to them. I will devote myself fully, even if they choose somebody else. But I can, at the very least, make sure that somebody else is worthy of them. Nay, that they are 20 times worthy of them compared to me. That is my promise to the one I love. If I can't have you, I will make sure that the next person is more than worthy. End of part 1.